The portal that emerged in the sky was emitting a dazzling glow, as if it was inviting Sami and his companions to enter. They didn't have time to hesitate. The horizon was filling up with dark cracks once again, as if the world they returned to was gradually collapsing. If we want to save our world, we have to cross the portal now, Sami said firmly. The three of them leapt through the portal, finding themselves in an entirely new world. This place was a strange mix of light and dark. The sky was pulsating with unfamiliar colors. The ground was covered in a layer of shimmering crystals, although it radiated unstable energy. Where are we? Layla asked, holding her bow tightly. This is the source of everything, the world of beginnings and ends, Sami replied, feeling a peculiar energy coursing through his body. Suddenly, the ground shook violently, and an army of dark creatures appeared before them. These beings were larger and more ferocious than those they had faced before. Their leader, a massive dragon-like entity, carried fragments of destructive crystals on its back. You were fools to cross into here, their leader roared thunderously. This world welcomes only the strong. The battle begins. The friends did not hesitate. They launched into the battle with all their might. Layla shot her luminous arrows with precision, turning the dark creatures into dust. Finn fought fiercely using his hammer, which shook the ground with every strike. As for Sami, he stood at the heart of the battle, releasing bursts of light from his radiant shield. Sami integrated the crystal energy within his shield with the power of the new world. Sami, there are too many of them, Layla shouted, as she fought a creature trying to flank her. We need to focus on the leader, Sami cried. He's the one giving them strength. But reaching the leader was not easy. He was surrounded by a shield of darkness, and the closer they got to him, the more ferocious the creatures became. Listen to me, Sami said as they took cover behind a giant rock. The shield protecting him relies on the crystals on his back. If we can destroy them, he will lose his power. But how do we reach them? Finn asked, watching the army surrounding the leader. Layla, I'll need your arrows to explode the crystals from afar. Finn, your task is to clear a path for her. And I'll be the bait. Bait? Sami, this is madness, Layla said. No time for discussion. Trust me. Sami ran directly towards the leader, deliberately attracting his attention. The leader unleashed tornadoes of darkness, but Sami used his shield to deflect them, making the leader focus entirely on him. Go, Finn! Now! Sami shouted. Finn charged forward with all his might, his hammer smashing the creatures trying to block his way. Finn carved a clear path for Layla. Your arrows, Layla! Finn shouted. Layla took a stand from a high vantage point, aiming carefully at the crystals on the leader's back. She released the first arrow, then a second, each hitting its target with breathtaking accuracy. The crystals exploded one after another, and the leader roared with an earth-shattering voice as his shield began to dissipate gradually. Time to end this, Sami said, running towards the leader who was losing strength. Sami gathered all the radiant energy within him, forming a spear of light. He charged towards the leader and leapt into the air, aiming his final strike. This is for our world and our light, Sami shouted. The spear plunged into the leader's heart, resulting in a massive explosion of light that illuminated the entire sky. The leader vanished, along with all the dark creatures. As the friends stood catching their breath, the world around them began to transform.